You said hour 30.
Team take profits on the move, the movement is real. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills. Yeah, 50 pips a day, that's what we catchin', Joe. We trade and get paid, that's how we livin', yo. Trading is the new hustle, take it to the hood and hustle. You ain't gotta sell drugs no more, trade for a year, buy you a home. Making money as a team, we don't trade alone. Held a trade for a week, 20K from the phone. You can earn while you learn, we gon' teach you the game. IML gon' compensate, cheering status is on its way. I know you see us out state to state, we really out here making waves. Pray before I start the day, 2 a.m. waking up to trade. London sessions got the biggest banks, making deals like Shark Tank. We bless the city in Jesus' name, I build the kingdom, I don't want the fame. I want it free, that's why I trade. I'm not a 9-to-5 slave, I broke out the cage. They try to give you just enough to keep your mind trained. So who you put your trust in, I'm reppin' Jesus' name. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills. I wanted more life, now I got more life. I wanted more life, now I got more life. Living my best life, I'm living my best life. God has been good to me, so I give him my whole life. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. 50 pips a day, watch the money drip. Pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills, pips pay my bills.
Yo, what's up team, what's up? Who we all got up in here? What's up, y'all? We going live tonight real quick. We got a decent live we gonna do tonight. It ain't gonna be too long, but we gonna get to it. Hey, if you in here, please like this live stream. If you getting in here, help me as I help you. We trying to get to 200,000 subscribers. I just know I got the knowledge to help y'all. You feel me? So that's my goal. That's my goal. All right. And if you are watching today and you're a trader, let me know what you got. But like on my last live, I was telling y'all, like, man, I'm trying to go on this juice cleanse, right? I think health is wealth. You feel me? Health is wealth. So I don't want to have all of this money and not taking care of my body, not taking care of my temple. You feel me? So what I ended up doing was going on a juice cleanse. So today is my first day doing a juice cleanse. Now, I've done it before. All right. I've done a juice cleanse before. This is probably my, let me see, first, second, third. This is my fourth attempt.
Oh, totally?
Yeah, this is my fourth attempt because I did one when we was living with my uncle. When I just met Quinn,
Okay.
she would come by and juice all the stuff. But when I did that, we drunk about 5 juices a day, and we ate 1 meal at night. So we did that. And then the second time I tried to do it, when was the second time I tried to do it? That had to have been at Westland.
I remember you doing that, and you manually did it.
Yeah.
Y'all bought the puncher.
Yeah.
Y'all pressed it.
Yeah. So we did the juice cleanse then, but I didn't finish that one. Yeah, I didn't finish that one.
Yeah,
I started getting lightheaded because I was playing basketball too much, just doing too much, right? So I didn't finish that one. I did 3 days and I stopped. So then I did another one that I actually completed, which was last year.
I think you did the one at
I did it here.
no, Garden City.
No, I didn't do no juice cleanse there. I was just trying to be, going to bodybuilding. But remember, I just did a juice cleanse not too long ago here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right here in Texas was my third one. Now this is my fourth one. Mike Trades, what's up? Rich Cambino, what's going on? So let me tell y'all. So I already drunk. So I'm drinking 7 juices in one day. Actually, let me show y'all what's popping. So these are the ones that I'm going with officially. I definitely need that gut health one, but I'm gonna go with those. This is my 3-day supply. I drink 7 a day. That's my 3-day supply. Then when I'm done with this, then I'm gonna go back up and re-up on another 3. Yeah, so that's the pretty much the juices that I'm drinking. All right. Now I drunk all of them today, but I'm down to these 3 right here.
That orange one is my favorite.
Now this one got energy, and then I got this one right here. That this orange one is tropical citrus with the energy. That's new to me. But this sweet apples greens one right here, it's hard for y'all to see it.
You gotta block your face out.
Yeah, but the sweet apple greens one, that one is fire. You just gotta make sure that you read the date on the back. Yeah, make sure you read August 11th. Because these ones actually expire. So I'm drinking these ones now. I never tasted this one, so I'm gonna taste this one live. And you should be drinking these with a straw. When you're drinking like 7 days of this stuff, 7 times a day, for 7 days straight, you want to drink out of a straw, or you all the citrus and the acid will start eating at your enamel in your teeth.
Is there turmeric in that?
It's some in some of them, other ones.
And that stuff was stained.
Yeah. No, there ain't no turmeric in this one though. That's fire. This one got orange, pineapple, mango, passion fruit, and lime. 70 milligrams of caffeine from green tea. So that's this one. This one's good. Tastes like orange juice. And then Rim Ray said, "What's good, Jay? Been with you from 2018, so that's pretty much the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. I really started in 2017, but if you've been around since 2018, like, that's so long ago. Like I wonder what I look like to people. Like, is that weird? Like, I don't care what people think, but I wonder, like, y'all watch me. He said he been with me from 2018. I wonder, what do I look like to y'all from 2018 till now? Do I look way older? Do I look younger? Do I look the same? You know what I'm saying? I probably look bigger. That's just weird. I don't know. I just think about that sometimes. But so when I did a juice cleanse, remember, like, I believe in health is wealth. So that's why I'm doing this, because I really want to be 60 years old, still playing basketball, still golfing. I want to be able to do all of that. So I got some supplements, right? Health is wealth, baby. Health is wealth.
Man,
what?
Watching you earn $20 a trade from the chef, 1783.
He said he was watching me making $20 a trade.
Yeah, he said, I've been here since the start, watching you earn $20 a trade.
$20 a trade.
Man.
Now we taking $300 lot sizes. All right, look. So now, when I did my my juice cleanse last year, I took iron pills, but I did not take fiber pills, and I got stopped up. So I learned my lesson. So we got iron pills, right here. We got the arm peels, and we got the fiber peels. We got the fiber peels. We taking two. It say take 5 capsules, but that's gonna have me going crazy. So we gonna take two cap. Bro, my camera's so blurry, bro. How do I even get back into frame?
You did what you just did with
Oh.
the camera.
Oh, I gotta get closer on it. All right. So we got 2 capsules on that joint. All right. So then with these 2, we taking golden.
Man, that stuff worked.
This stuff works. This is called golden, and this is turmeric. All right. So let me tell y'all real quick. So when I was doing this, right, last year, I felt incredible. I didn't like all the pain, the inflammation was gone out of my body. Like I want to say 90% of it. So that's what this does. This golden. That's what this does. So I'm thinking it might even be a supercharge. So I'm gonna take this too with these, with the iron pills. The iron pills is so you won't get lightheaded. That's what the iron pills is for, so you don't get lightheaded. This is so you can stay regular, because if you're gonna get stopped up. Just drinking juices. There's no fiber in it. And then this is gonna help me with the inflammation. It's gonna excel it, right? So then I got this right here. It's called machine uptake. These are like little wafers, like little circular wafers, but it's for digestive. You see that? Digestive enzymes and probiotics. So I'm thinking that's what's going to help me be regular too. Help my digestive system. I feel like my digestive system slowed down. I feel like my metabolism has slowed down since I've gotten older. And because I sit at my computer all day, or I'm laying down editing videos, or I'm just sitting around all day long, unless I'm golfing. I don't work anymore. I'm not on my feet 8 hours a day, walking around a building, helping people. So I'm just sitting around all day long. So I feel like my metabolism slowed down a lot. So it's hard for me to break down food and stuff, and I get bloated. This is going to help you with not getting bloated after you get done eating. You take 1 tablet of these. And let me show y'all what that look like. It look like this. Like little wafers. Chocolate wafers. And then the last one is this one. Machine lean. So this is a non-stimulant fat burner. A non-stimulant fat burner. Alright? It has no caffeine in it. They said when you're doing a juice cleanse, don't do any caffeine because it's going to upset your stomach. So I can do non-caffeine tea, right? I think I would like non-caffeine tea. But this is a fat burner that's going to be burning fat while I'm sleeping at night. And the whole day I did juice cleanses. Like the whole day I drank 7 juices. I did things to make my body regular. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got everything. And then this is just going to just speed it up for me. Now, if I start feeling weird, this is the first thing I'm going to take out. All right? This machine lean. This is going to be the first one to go. As soon as I start feeling woozy, throwing up, yeah, that's gone. All right? But that's what we doing, man. Health is wealth, baby. You good?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's what we got. What we got going in the comments. Hey, like this stream. Like this stream if you haven't liked it already.
We got from Mike Remy. If you eat the fruit itself, you get the fiber from the fruit itself.
Right.
No sugar you use. Coconut flakes as sugar.
Yeah, so he's saying if you eat the fruits, but I'm juicing. So there's a benefit of doing a fruit fast, right? You can do a fruit fast, but there's also benefits that you get from doing a juice cleanse, versus a fruit fast, whatever, fruit cleanse, juice cleanse, you're gonna get two different things from both of them.
My thing is, if that's directly from a fruit, then it should have fiber in it.
But it's stripped away from the skin.
Oh, okay.
It's stripped away from everything. Like you just getting the juice. You getting the juice out of it.
I thought everything is crunched up and.
Yeah, you throw it in there, but it cuts away the skin, and it's really just like it got fiber in here, but it ain't a lot. Like it's 2 grams of fiber in here because it stripped it all away. I just got the juice from that fruit.
All right.
But there's a benefit of doing just a juice cleanse. Like if there wasn't a benefit, and I've already seen the benefits. Now listen, if I can do a fruit cleanse, right? Just eat watermelon and grapes all day. You feel me? I could do that. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna do what this is gonna do. I feel like it's a reason to do both of them. I need what this gonna do for me. Let's see what else. No sugar. You use coconut flakes as sugar. I ain't never heard of that. Coconut flakes? Where you gonna get coconut flakes from? You could just go buy coconut flakes from Kroger?
No,
Or you gotta go to a herb store?
Nah, I just get the whole.
You just gotta buy a whole coconut and see, that's the thing. I ain't trying to do all that work.
That's like.
I'm super lazy and super busy. That's a bad combination. Super lazy and super busy. That's why I'm fat. that's why I'm a big bag.
Big bag.
Let's see. Help me get started watching your videos and trading over 5 years ago. That's Keandre Collins. Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you for all the love over the years. I really do appreciate it. Like, I want to start doing these lives so we can start hanging out together again. Like, the videos was not cutting it for me no more. Like, me just making videos. I haven't even made a video on my YouTube channel in weeks. It's just not cutting it for me. It's making me not want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like I'm interacting with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm making a video, post it, I'm ghost. You know what I'm saying? Let the video do what it do. That's it. Like, I'm missing the connection. So I'm like, let me just start doing these lives. And I'm too busy to do all of it. Do lives, make videos. Like, I'm just too busy for that. So I'm like, you know what? If I had to pick one, let me just do lives. And let me really connect with the people live, in action. We can talk. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're trying to do. And let me know how can I make the lives better for y'all. What can I add into my lives to make them, better, viewable, watchable. Let me know. Do y'all want me to go IRL in real life? Y'all want me to go out, take y'all with me throughout my day? If I'm doing something, you know what I'm saying? When I step out, y'all want me to take y'all with me? I won't be able to do charts. I won't be able to like screenshot or screen share the charts. I would have to do that before I go, but I could we could just hang out all day, you know what I'm saying? If I got a busy day, I just take y'all with me.
I think that would do some numbers.
Let me know if y'all into that, cuz I know other people are, but I don't know if my group, my team is into that, you know what I'm saying? I know that's what the kids like, but I think my audience is older. But maybe y'all want to hang out with me when I'm out and about doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? It's really just education. These lives are educational. Of course, I'm going to drop knowledge on you. I'm going to lace you all the way up. But it's also a pastime. You guys, probably just chilling and need something to do. Hop on my live. We can go live and I can take y'all with me downtown. You know what I'm saying? All right, what else? Did I miss any comments? I want you to be able to, anything that I missed, read that out.
I mean, the chef 1987 said, I watch your quitting your job video once every now and then for inspiration. That was a good video.
That's what's honestly up. That's what's up. I appreciate that. The chef 1783. So they said, am I on Telegram or Discord? So
No, I just put the link in.
so I'm on Discord. It's Sham. Good
Hey.
evening, right? What's up, bro? What's up? What's up? It's 11 o'clock here.
PM.
It's 11 p.m. here. All right. So somebody said, what's up with gold? All right. What's up with gold? Let's see what's up with gold. Oh, matter of fact, before we touch on gold, check this trade out that I caught right here, though. This one was dope. This was AJ. Yeah, I'm on Discord. Go ahead and click that link and get into the Discord. You can get way more than what I'm sharing here. No, I'm not switching to futures. I'm adding futures.
Oh, my bad.
I'm adding futures. But check this out. This is the all JPY trade I caught. Now just look at this. Look at how much consolidation this is. Can y'all see that? Like, that is a lot of consolidation. How do you make money in a market that look like this? Like, look how that look. You feel me? Like, how can you make money in this type of market? Fibonacci can help. But you got to understand these structure points. You got to understand these little points in between here. Like, okay, so you got to break the consolidation up into pieces. So you got this part of the consolidation, and then you got this part of the consolidation. You got this part of the consolidation and this part. So you got to break the consolidation up into pieces. The consolidation is never going to be perfectly. You see what I'm saying? The consolidation is never going to be like that. It's going to be like boom, 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 bam, 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 bam. You see what I'm saying? That's how the consolidation is going to be. So you got to split up the consolidation. Y'all feel me on that? So that's what you got to do. And so not every level you're going to be able to make money on in this side of this consolidation. It is your job to pick the right levels. And you got to just wait for it. Be like, okay, that was a good level inside of that consolidation. When price react to that one, boom, I'm a take advantage of it. You feel me? I'm going to take advantage of it. So this is one here. All right, so this is the one that I sent out the signal in the Discord. So it is worth going to my Discord. It is worth your time, for real. So in this situation, it's like I'm playing off of these levels right here. That's all I was doing. Just playing off of these levels. All right. So I was like, okay, now do you see that? That's me. This is me looking at this as like it's going to retest. Like that's if it come down to that level and hold, then I'm going to buy it. But I gotta wait for a retest. So this part right here that I'm highlighting right here, it came back down to the bottom of the consolidation. So now once I need to see it hold. Once I saw this green candle shoot up here, it's holding now. So now look at these wicks right here. Look at these wicks that I just circled right here. Now that's where I want the retest to be. Bam, bam. And TP has got to be at the 50. Right? When you inside a consolidation. So do y'all see how I got that? these wicks right here, that's where I want this to retest. So you see that retest, that candle retested perfectly. And I'm not just making this up. Like, this was a trade that I actually sent out in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But I know a lot of people come on here faking and stuff. But there's the retest right there. So now you got to go ahead and have confidence and take this trade. This is a buy. And I'm taking profit at the 50. Right? Somewhere between where I put it at and the 50. That's going to be to take profit because we're in consolidation. And this is the first half. The second half is this portion of the consolidation. See, I just tackled this portion. There's another portion of the consolidation. So these are the ones that I'm going with officially. I definitely need that gut health one, but I'm gonna go with those.
So Marco says, so quick question. Why these markets now? What's up with FX?
So what is he saying? So quick question, why these markets now? What does he mean by why these markets now?
I'm not sure.
What do you mean by why these markets now? TJ Patterson in the building. What's going on? TJ.
And then what's up with FX though? Is that my FX book?
Hey, so constantly tell people to like the video and get the match the likes up with the views we got. Can you be able to see that?
Match the likes?
Yeah, because the likes are at 16, the views 40 people are watching. I only got 16 likes.
All right.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
And call it out. Are you not trading Forex anymore? Absolutely. Yeah, I trade Forex. I trade Forex Tuesday through Thursday. Every single, I ain't gonna say every single day. Yeah, I did. But I ain't gonna say every single day. I trade Tuesday through Thursday. So last night we won 30 pips on GBP USD. Trade was called out. I gave the trade setup. GBP USD. Yeah, we caught a buy. We caught a buy on GBP USD. We caught hold up. Yeah, I'm trading this Tuesday. Monday, I don't touch it. We caught this buy right here. Which part of the buy did we catch?
What pair you want?
On
let me see. I can't see. GU?
Yeah, the GU.
Oh man.
Where did hold on. We caught 30 pips of that.
So did you see that big body with the big long wick?
Yeah.
Right there.
Right here. We caught it retested perfectly though, didn't it?
Oh my goodness. Where I marked up my zone is perfect.
Yeah.
No, not right there.
Not right here?
No, go up more. So.
Oh, right here.
Let me see. There's a delay on the. Nah, not even that.
Up higher?
Let me see. Let me go to my GU.
What was let me go to my Discord right quick. Cause that's where I sent it out at. Man, where did we catch that GU at? That hold on. Okay, here we go. We was up way higher than this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we was up here. So we got in at 37589. 37.
It moved at 2:38 a.m. If you wanna.
Bro, what the heck? Was it GU or GJ?
GU. GJ was the sell.
Yeah.
GU. It's Tuesday the 1st.
Oh, July.
At 3 a.m.
Oh, I got this in replay mode.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what the heck, bro? This ain't making no sense. They like, this dude lying. No, we caught that boy. I ain't lying. We caught that boy. I had it in replay mode. That's why I couldn't find it. 37589. Hey, it was right here, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2:33.
Bam. We caught that buy right there. We always catching like a 1-to-1. $27. Yeah, it was like 30 pips.
It was huge.
Yeah.
You could have entered that boy multiple times.
So the where we entered in at was on this literally on that candle, wasn't it? 37589.
You're at 5 a.m. Well.
Yeah. No, 3 a.m.
Yeah, 3 a.m. Well, this
3
was
a.m.
delayed, but my bad.
Yeah, 3 a.m. No, I moved it. This was the trade right here. That's how we caught it right there. That was the move. That was the move. Now the question is, why didn't I catch it, down here and all of this? Why didn't I catch it right here? Well, because I don't trade on Mondays. You see what I'm saying? I do not trade on Mondays, and this happened on Monday at 6 a.m. I don't trade on Mondays at 6 a.m. So guess what? I'm going to miss that. That's outside of my trading plan. It is what it is. I ain't worried about it. Because people be like, man, you missing these trades. It's like, well, guess what? I'm going to wait for my next trade setup. You feel me? I'm going to wait for the next trade setup. I'm not worried about that. It's important to me to follow my trade plan more than it is to try to get every move out of the market. I want to do this long term, team. I've been doing this for 9 years, since more than 2017. Really, when I first started, it was like 2016. So how many years is that? 9 years?
About.
Yeah. So I've been doing this for 9 years. So it's important for me to have longevity in this industry. And so far, I have done a good job. And that's only by the grace of God. You feel me? So I'm not worrying about missing this down here, because I have confidence in my strategy and in my method of trading. I have confidence in my skill set that when Tuesday through Thursday come, I'm going to find my move. Now, when Tuesday come, it's not guaranteed that I'm going to find a move. Just so happened there was a move on Tuesday. I could have been waiting till today, tomorrow, Wednesday, to find my move. But I'm okay with that. So retest, boom. All right, and we caught it. I caught it and I was out. All right, and then you could catch the sale too. Like, how would you catch the sale? Now, some people just said it dropped, right? Some people said it dropped. So where are you going to catch the sale at? Are you gonna take a sale right here because it looked like it's dropping? You feel me? So I'm not doing that, because this thing can turn back around, because look, it's running into this structure right here. So even though it looks like it's a good sale or whatever, I don't like the odds on that. And plus, like, if I get in right here, my stop loss got to be way up here. So I wouldn't take the sell on that. This is a uptrend, right? We made a higher high, right? So I wouldn't take a sell on that, because I'm trying to have the edge in my favor. So in that situation, I just wouldn't do it, because I don't want any high risk trades. Even though it ended up winning, you didn't know it was going to continue dropping. You didn't know that. You feel me? So what do you have to see for you to get into a sale? Would price have to break this level? Would price have to break the 50 moving average? Would it have to come all the way down here and retest? You know, what do you have to see for you to take a sale? You know, what would you have to see? That's what I like. That's how I want you guys to think. All right. So here we are in the live market. That thing dropped hard too. And the other thing that I like bringing up is look at the Dixie. Go to the other side and look at the Dixie. Compare the two. Compare the two. So when you see the Dixie start making pushes to the upside, like when the Dixie broke here, that was some selling opportunities on GU. All right. So right here, I don't trust this right here. I'm not going to buy, or I'm not going to sell GU just because Dixie is coming up right here. The dollar index. I'm not going to buy that. All right. But when the market broke this level, then I can start looking for and I mean, I'm not going to buy that. I meant to say like when the Dixie was coming up right here, the area I'm circling right now, I'm not going to sell that on GU because they do the opposite. Peep game. Now let me break this down to you. I want to go crosshairs. I want to put the crosshairs together in time. Yes. Now look at this. All right. So right here, let me clean it up. So right here, where the market started making that head, that inverted head, is when GU started making the head. All right. Now when the Dixie started shooting up right here, that's the dollar index shooting down right here. I don't trust it. But like, do you see how it's not really clear what to do if you just look at this chart right here, GBP USD. It's not really clear what to do. It's not really clear to sell this. But do you see how it's more clear? You have a clearer picture on this chart, which is the dollar index. It's clear on this chart. So when price start breaking above here, this level, then that tells you that we can start selling on GU. And that's going to be at this level. So right up in here is when you're going to start selling GU. See, when you put them together, you start getting an understanding. Sometimes you have to do that, team. Sometimes you have to do that. You got to put them together. The structure was, it just helps. You get what I'm saying? So 9:19 p.m. CA time, and you answered them already on the time?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. All right. So I want y'all to stop being lazy. All right. Don't be lazy and do negative correlation with whatever pair you use. Whatever pair, do negative correlation and that's going to help you. Sometimes the pair that you're trading is easy to understand that day, and sometimes it's not going to be easy. All right, sometimes it's not. So you have to do negative correlation. All right, clear that out. Let's go over here to G. Let's go back to GU over here. Let's bring up the charts. All right. Now, let's actually go back and look at them together again, side by side. All right. So, let's see. The left chart is GBP USD on the hour time frame. The right chart is going to be the dollar index, the Dixie, and that's going to be on the right-hand side of the screen. Negative correlation. Now, look at this. This is going to be a structure level right here. This is going to be your inverted head, and here's another structure level. So we potentially price is going to start shooting up. Potentially. So that means that the Dixie, that means that GBP USD is potentially going to start shooting down. If this ends up holding. All right. So as long as the dollar holds at this level, then we're looking for sales on GU. Y'all better mark this up. Now look, if the dollar ends up breaking through here, then we're going to look for buys on GU. Y'all better mark this up. Because I'm going to come back to you on Thursday and I'm going to say, hey, team, did y'all catch this? Did y'all make that money? Got to make that money, man. Did y'all catch it? All right. I don't want y'all to be talking about, no, I ain't catch it. I saw it. I should have did it. I was eating a sandwich when the market was moving. I was trying to make me some coffee. I was trying to eat me some ribs. It's 4th of July. Oh, it's 4th of July. Oh, you better not be trading on 4th of July. Oh, it's 4th of July. When is 4th of July? On Friday? Yeah, 4th of July is on a Friday. Y'all better not be trading on 4th of July on Friday. I'm going live on Thursday. Hey, I might go live for the fireworks. Should we do live for the fireworks on YouTube Live?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna go live on Thursday for the charts and talk that Forex, talk that pip talk, and then we can go live for the 4th of July with the family.
Hey, Mo Surge, the market closed. We gotta go to the fireworks. Represent the
No, listen.
Not the day before 4th of July.
No, but what I'm saying is, don't trade Friday morning. Period.
Mm-hmm. Well, you shouldn't trade Fridays.
I don't trade on Fridays, but some people do. Some people do. So the reason why I don't trade on Fridays is because I know the market closed, and earlier on in my trading career, I would get trapped in the market. Okay, I would get trapped. It would be like 1 o'clock, and I set the trade up for London because I know the market can close. I know the market is gonna close, and I know that it really starts slowing down around 12 o'clock. So I rush my move so I don't get trapped in the market. So I used to rush my move, my entry. I used to rush my entry so much, I end up getting into drawdown and holding it all through Friday in drawdown, hoping that I can get to break even. You know, that was just some stuff that I was going through when I was starting on, but it kind of scarred me because I went through it a lot. So I know, me personally, my tendency is to rush my entries because I don't want to get into drawdown and be stuck in the market over the weekend, or potentially having to close it out as a loss unnecessarily before the market closes on Friday. So I just stayed out of it. It's nothing wrong with trading Fridays if you can be strictly disciplined on your trade setup. But if you got something behind you that's knowing that the market is about to close and you don't want to get trapped in the market, and that's kind of in the back of your mind, you probably shouldn't trade. You probably shouldn't trade on Fridays. Some people can separate that, and if they see a trade, they see a trade. If they don't, they don't. But for me, if I wake up with a mindset to trade on Fridays, I end up making the wrong move. And that's what my trading journal has showed me over the years. So that's why I don't trade Fridays. I make my moves Tuesday through Thursday. My mind is locked in. I don't make too many mistakes during that time. It's beautiful. I don't trade on Mondays. It's because the dollar has a big say in the market, in the pairs that I trade. GU, GJ, AJ, GU, GJ, EU, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the dollar has a big influence in the market. Well, guess what? On Monday, the banks just opened in the United States. Big players in the market. I want to see how they're moving the money around. And then on Tuesday, I can see what they were trying to do. I can see what demand zones they was trying to hit at. And then I can start planning out my week, you know, and I can start finding my pockets that I want to make money in come Tuesday. So I need to kind of see how they're going to move the money around on a Monday. If there is a holiday on a Monday, then that means Tuesday is now the real Monday. Because there was a holiday on Monday. That happens sometimes. So then Tuesday is the first day where they start circulating the money. So really my real trading day don't start until Wednesday. Only if Monday was a holiday. All right. Now somebody said, what's going on with gold, right? Hey, y'all, like the stream, baby. We got 50 people watching. We only got 24 likes. Please, let's like the live stream. Help me as I help you. I want the YouTube algorithm to push this video out, let people know we watching, but y'all got to get the likes up for me. You know what I'm saying? Just hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And share the video. Let them know that your boy Jay Wayne is live, lacing y'all up, helping y'all master the trade game. Let them know. Share it with 2 friends. Hey, I really do appreciate y'all. All right, so let's look at gold right quick. Oh, gold is at that all-time high. Gold is at over 3,000, and it's hitting a resistance level. All right, so let me share my screen before I go a whole 30 minutes without sharing my charts.
I got you this time. I'm right here.
All right, y'all. Look what we dealing with on gold. Look what we dealing with. All right. So this move right here is a good move. You can work with this. That little pullback right there. So you can work with that. Definitely. So at this point, all right, let's do the first thing. Let's mark up a golden zone. So you got to know where your golden zone is. Now, I got a golden zone on the chart, but you need to make sure that it's a good one. So you got to go in the past and bring it back to the past and see what it looked like in the past. That looked pretty good to me. It looked pretty good to me. So it's holding at that level. So that's good to know from down here. Now, I don't scalp gold. I don't just be trading gold like how I trade GU. That's my pocket right here. Let me take a buy here. And I know that it's gonna go down. Oh, right there. Let me take a buy right here. Let me take a sell right here. Like, I don't do that. I wait for the bigger moves to happen with gold. So if price comes down here to this golden zone, that is going to be a good move that happens from there. All right. Also, it's going to be a good move because of these pivots that happened in the past. So when price get to that golden zone, make a move. Now, what would you do from here? You going to buy it from here? What are you guys thinking from here? You want to buy this because you see this little shallow retracement, guys? I want you guys to know that when price makes a high point and a low point and it pulls back to my white line, which is the 38.2 on the Fibonacci scale. This is the 38.2, which is the white line. That is called a shallow retracement. I want to say 85% of the time when price makes a shallow retracement is really going to end up making a deeper one. Okay? So you got to put this into your you got to put the odds or the edge into your favor. So if you buy right here, this is kind of buying in the middle of nowhere right now. If you buy right here, you kind of buying when it can do two different things. All right. So I would wait on that buy. All right. Now when in what situation would a buy be good though? Let's go down to the 30-minute. I was going to say maybe if it breaks the trend line, because it did make a lower low. You got 2 points for the trend line. So keep an eye out on the trend line. Bam and bam. So if it breaks that trend line, I think you got a scalp on your hands right there. Let's go to the 4-hour chart.
Hey, you use a Plexi trade for the broker rate.
Trade Smart.
Oh, is that it?
Yep. So here, 1 second. For some reason, when I post that in the chat, you gotta separate it because it comes in weird.
It's one word, right?
No, just delete what you just put in there. See how when I posted the broker I use, see how it came on jumbled up on your end?
Not really.
You see how the 5 for country? You see how it says 5 for country?
Oh yeah.
Like that don't even make sense. So what you gotta do is you gotta hit that little space bar. What's that?
Yeah, just send that link to me.
Yeah, it's weird, bro. It's weird. I don't know why it does that. But click that link in the chat and see what it do. Do it open up properly. DJ Jaguar, what's up? Hey, click the link and see it does it pop up right? Does it pop up right?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah. So then that's the link right there. And then just read it. You got to do MetaTrader 5 and you got to click on other. But for some reason it don't separate it the right way. Like when I paste it in there, it's all weird though. But anyways, here's back to gold. So I'm on a 4-hour chart. Yeah, I think I would need buys. I would be convinced for buys if we can I want to say right here. My next buy areas would have to be here. Let me see. Yeah, basically my demand zone. I mean my supply zone. You see these blue lines up here on the chart? It's a 0% and 12.40%. Those are my supply zones. So right up here. That's where I will wait for more buys to kick in. Now you can wait. You can let the market drop down here, and this is a good area to get some buys. You feel me? That's a good area. But right here, this could go either way. This could go up. This can go down. You don't want to be in that situation. You like, man, that's gonna take forever for that to happen. It's worth it though. The wait, and then the trade will be easy. Like it won't be a battle. It won't be a battle. Hey, have you guys heard of Prime XBT and Uphold? I think you're able to trade crypto, FX, stocks, and commodities. No, I never heard of those. But I don't be jumping around brokers like that. Like it's too many problems. I like it's like all these brokers, these Forex brokers, all of this stuff, they all went away. They all gave us a problem, but mine's never gave me a problem. Everybody had to quit Forex that didn't trade with TradeSmart or PlexiTrade. Like if you wasn't trading with PlexiTrade, you was trading with Trader's Way. If you was trading with LFMX, if you was trading with all these other people, they basically ditched you. And everybody went over the futures, I heard. Guess what? I was still trading Forex the whole time. Everybody was jumping around because my broker didn't play me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like Trader's Way is the worst. And Trader's Way was taking people money. That was US clients. They was taking people money. You know what I'm saying? So like I didn't have none of those problems in the Forex market. I kept trading Forex. So I'm like I said, if you in the US, use TradeSmart. If you out of the US, you can use PlexiTrade. They both the same thing.
Yeah, PlexiTrade is good outside of the US.
Yeah.
Jason, that's your answer.
Yep, TradeSmart.
So PlexiTrade outside of US, TradeSmart inside the US.
Yep. And then just when you go to country, just select other. All right, so that's the situation with gold. Somebody said, "What's going on with gold?" That's the situation with gold. Trader's Way stole a lot of money from me. Exactly. I'm telling you, stay away from that. So you want non-KYC? Well, you're not gonna get approved by any broker that's not US without a non-KYC. Like, how do they sort out scammers from real traders? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would a broker avoid a scammer being on their platform if you're not verified as a trader, as a client? So it's just what you have to do. Just get your paperwork in order. If you don't have your paperwork in order, I don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Just get your paperwork in order. You know what I'm saying? Get your stuff in order. That's it. But yeah, that's just what it is. I did it. Ain't no big deal. You know, just go through the process. If you want to make this trade money. If you want to make this trade money, then you got to do it.
Hey, Jason J, PlexiTrade is getting their license. So right now they can't accept U.S. clients, but they made a sister company called TradeSmarts. So that's what we're turning to.
Absolutely. Yep. PlexiTrade. Yep.
I mean, everything is the same, right?
Leverage. Everything. The platform is the same. It's just a sister company for U.S. clients. Yep, that's it. Looking at GJ buys right now, was waiting for the retest. Okay. So we'll check out GJ in a second. Rich Cambino said paperwork has to be in order to even maintain the profits that we do make. Absolutely it do. or you ain't gonna never be able to you ain't gonna be able to withdraw. You gonna get caught up. Paperwork gotta be in order.
Yeah, keep bookkeeping. That's what.
Wait, no, he mean like having everything linked up, set up. Like paperwork just have to be in order.
Oh, like that. My bad.
To even get your money, and then pay your taxes. Don't let me get started on paying your taxes.
That's a good topic.
Do we need to talk? Do we need to talk about taxes?
But real quick before we get into that, Jason, I've been with Plexi Trade in the past 6 months. Would that considered grandfathered in?
He's grandfathered in.
Oh, okay. So if you have Plexi Trade, then you can still use them.
Yep. Matter of fact, I gotta make a withdrawal. I gotta figure out. Hey y'all, we gonna be on. I gotta make a withdrawal because I gotta make sure that withdrawal get executed tonight. Cause I got bills to pay. I got food to eat. I got gas to put in the car. I gotta make a withdrawal tonight. Cause if I don't make it tonight before 3 o'clock, then I'm gonna have to wait another 2 days for the whole process to take place.
Hey Marco, it is best for tax breaks to trade in an LLC. You shouldn't trade into an individual account. Like basically, so the money sent to your bank account. You should trade in an LLC. Like create a business, name it whatever you want, and then put that in there. The money in there for tax.
Pay your taxes, y'all. Pay your taxes. See, on the tax topic, I'm not a tax expert. All right, and my tax situation may be different from your tax situation. All right, but I will tell you kind of like my situation and what I've been learning. All right, now if some of my situation is similar to yours, then talk to a tax accountant and see what's what. You feel me? So take what I told you, share it with the person that helped you out with your taxes, and then get down to the nitty-gritty with it. But if you're using an overseas broker or something like that, see, they're not reporting you to the IRS. All right? It's just not the way it works. It is your job to report to the IRS. They're trusting you to do that. All right? You don't want to play games with that. All right. So when you withdraw your money and it hit your Coinbase account, then that's definitely getting reported to the IRS. Coinbase is US, or whatever cryptocurrency platform you use. They're going to report you to the IRS, period. So from Coinbase or whatever crypto platform you use, you want to exchange that into the dollars or the currency that you use. So then you can then withdraw that to your bank account. My problem was that I let my bills get so high to where I had to withdraw a lot of money to keep up with my bills. So it's like I was broke with a lot of money. Like I'm broke with a lot of money. My bills was almost over $10,000 a month. Why is my bills over $10,000 a month? That makes no sense. I'm trying to do too much, right? So now I'm putting a strain on my trading account. I'm putting too much pressure on myself to have to deliver and be perfect in these markets. Because I'm trying to maintain a $10,000, $11,000 a month lifestyle. And that's just not smart when you got 2 little babies coming up. You know what I'm saying? That's not smart. So anyways, what I ended up doing was I stripped away all of this. I stripped away that. I stopped doing this. I stopped paying this person. Stopped paying that person to do little jobs for me, and just start doing that stuff myself. It's more work, but I'm saving money. So get your bills low, first of all. The money that you withdraw from your trading account is not yours. It's not all yours. But y'all might get to the point. No, this is the point. This is the point, because I didn't have nobody telling me this. No, that's common sense, Jay. Yeah, okay. But when you see $8,000 coming through your trading account, and you thinking about, oh, I could do this, I could do this, I could buy this, I could go here. You think about all of these things, and then you be like, oh, I pay my taxes in the next 2 months. Oh, like when I get halfway through the year, I stop doing all of this and start paying my taxes. Then all of a sudden, the money slow down. All of a sudden, the market slows down. All of a sudden, like right now, you got a war going on outside. You know what I'm saying? Now the markets, now you're not trading as much as you was. And now it's tax time and you're short. Now you hit. You can't, that's what I'm saying. I wish that I had somebody to talk to me like this. The only thing that I was hearing was, oh, you ain't got to pay a lot of taxes. The CPA going to do a lot of exemptions. The CPA going to work his magic. No, skip that. Let them do what they do, but you need to come in on point starting out, though. Don't put all the pressure on the CPA to do all their little tricks. You know what I'm saying? Let them do that, and then you end up saving money. At the end of the year, you end up saving money. All right? But that's what it was. So that's the first thing, right? So I got my bills down. Believe it or not, guys, I got my bills down to $4,700. From $11,000, I got my bills down to $4,700. And guess what, guys? I'm debt free, baby.
That's a $5,000 difference.
Look, your boys, that's a $5,000 difference?
With some change, but yeah.
That's a $5,000 difference, guys.
But that's a lot.
And most of all, I'm debt free. I paid off my wife's student loans, $145,000. I paid off her student loans. I paid off my loans, $50,000. I paid everything. I'm debt free. I'm debt free. I have no debt. Oh, I got a little bit of debt. I got one thing. I got a tax lawyer, and that's a whole different situation. I got a tax lawyer that's working on my behalf with the IRS for some old messed up crazy stuff. All right, but I got a tax lawyer, and I pay him every month. You feel me? Until this situation is done. But that's the only thing, right? So in regards to structuring it, if I could do it all over again, and my tax lawyer is fighting with the IRS for me. But my tax accountant is structuring my business to get it just right. Because see, my problem is I did it wrong. Like I had my personal with my business together, mixing together, making like a sole proprietorship, and that's just not good. That's not good. I don't have it truly separated like how it needs to be. So that's what we're working on right now, is to getting that truly separated. All right, that's the thing. That's how you really want to do it. All right, so get a tax accountant to really have your trading business really separated from your personal life. So that also means that you cannot be. It's called a corporate veil. You don't want to break the corporate veil. Look that up. What the corporate veil means. All right, I'll look it up right now, but my computer might start crashing as soon as I go on the internet. You feel me? So look up what the corporate veil means. You don't want to start messing with that. And you got to be careful because it's so easy to walk that thin line of money laundering.
So thin.
That line, like when you start really making money and you got money coming from many different ways, it's easy to get into the to money laundering, and you don't even know that you're doing it. But you're like, oh, I got this great idea. What if I do this? Man, you better be careful. You better be careful. Rich Gambino said, don't pierce the corporate veil. He must know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Rich Gambino. You better be careful. So you might go in with an LLC as your trading company, but then you might find out later on you might need it a S corp. You might need to change it to an S corp. Hey, Marco said, seems like it's easier. What'd he say?
Seems like it's easier to mess up than do good, bro.
So easy. So easy.
you miss about a couple thousands.
I mean, it's so easy
So
to mess up. Like, look at all of these things I told you to watch out for. But all you got to do is just trade, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing, lock in, trade, make the money, do the little withdrawal. And then, but you got to do all of these hoops and watch out for all of these things so you can keep the money. So they said it's easier to make the money. It's harder to keep the money. Marco nailed it on the head. I almost got my bachelor's degree in dealing with taxes at this point and what to look for and what to dodge out to not get into debt, not have to fight with the IRS. I pretty much know it because I done fought with them boys. I didn't got the wrong CPAs. I know what to look for with finding a CPA. I know basically what, like, let me just tell you what I know. Let me just tell you what I know. And this is just a little piece. Man, I can make the whole stream about taxes.
You should do that.
I really can. I can really just go on and on and on when it comes to this live stream with taxes.
Man, I wish I could put polls up.
I probably can go all the way to 12:30 talking about this. But look. So let me tell you this little point right here. We can continue this tax talk part 2 on Thursday. But let me finish this. If you get into it with the IRS and you done messed up your money, you behind 20,000, over 25,000, because if you're under 25,000 or under, you can do monthly installment agreements. But once you cross 25,000 and you in the 30, 40, 50, it's hard to do the installment agreements. All right. And you're getting taxed on that every time. So you're going to make the monthly payments. Guess what? The interest on those monthly payments is going to eat you alive. You're going to just fall back. You're going to fall behind regardless. So you really got to make extra payments. And that's the trap, because you can't make extra payments. You can't make the extra payments. So you're never, it's like it's a never ending cycle. So you have to avoid this situation at all costs. All right. Now, let's say you're into it with the IRS. You had 80,000, 50,000, whatever, anything over 25, right? And you need to hire a tax lawyer, because the CPA is not going to be your person. If you really don't want the CPA to fight for you with the IRS. All right. You really don't, because you really want him to focus on that. If he can, cool, but you got to keep a real close eye on the CPA, because they will get distracted. They really want to operate in their element of just filing taxes, giving you tax breaks. You really need to hire a tax lawyer to fight for you with the IRS. Now they're going to do a good job. The problem is they're going to want to offer to do your taxes. All right? They're going to want to offer that, and you got to say no. Say no. The reason why, because they're going to file your taxes like you are just a regular citizen, like working a job. They're going to say you made this much money, you pay this much money. They're not I wouldn't trust them giving you all the tips and tricks and the tax breaks and changing your tax bracket from an LLC to an S corp, or you might need to go to another type of corporation. Like, you're not, because their mind, the tax lawyer is thinking about fighting for you and getting negotiations done with the IRS. They're not focusing on all the tips and tricks. You need to have the CPA do that. That's what he focused on. So I'm telling you, I made that mistake. I had my tax lawyers file my taxes for the year that I messed up on, just to find out that I overpaid. They had me overpay taxes by $14,000. Bruh. I overpaid taxes by $14,000. Are you kidding me? I literally just overpaid taxes by $14,000 for when taxes was due in January. I literally overpaid $14,000. And my CPA said, "Why did you not come to me?" I could have just had you pay what was it, $4,000.
Bro, oh my gosh, 14 to.
He dropped it down to 4,000 because he knew what he was doing with the tax breaks and all of that. And I said, why didn't you come to me? I said, because I thought they had to do it because they was the tax lawyers and they was working for me on that year. I don't know.
Bro, you could have saved 10,000. Bro, 10,000. That's
what just happened to me. This is what your boy Jay Wayne is going through when I'm not recording. This is the stuff that I'm fighting with when I'm not recording a video. So when you don't hear from your boy for a week, 2 weeks, I'm over here fighting something. So look, share the videos, guys.
Bro,
Share the videos, guys, because I need help. Your boy be stressing over here, and if you can just share the video, like it a few times, share it on your platforms, let the people know we dropping the game, dropping gems. We listen to you all the way. That will help me a lot as I'm over here stressing. But see, but these are the things that I've learned, and it's so much more that I've learned. What not to do, how to operate and do things, the timing of it. I know so much stuff with the statute of limitations now. I know about the statute of limitations when it comes to all this finance stuff. And the IRS. Come on, guys. We'll say that for part 2. We'll say that for part 2.
Hey, Vincent just basically said it, bro. I think more videos on taxes is good. Vincent said you're the only large online following that I've heard talk about taxes. This needs to be discussed more.
This needs to be discussed more, and we're going to do it on these lives, and then I'm going to chop up the lives, and we're going to downsize it into like smaller digestible videos, these topics. So then I'm going to post them on YouTube and different little platforms, the other platforms, and then you can just like catch the little snippets. You feel me? But like y'all are my real ones because y'all jumping on here watching the live, supporting your boy, and I need y'all. I need y'all to share these videos because we're not gatekeeping. If I'm giving y'all the game, I want to help everybody as I can. As much as I can. I want to help my urban community out. I want to help the folks in the sticks. I want to help everybody. I don't want to just help poor people that's in poverty. I want to help everybody that don't have this knowledge because this is powerful for everybody no matter what class you're labeled in.
Hey, Marco just said, and taxes are different in every state.
Taxes are different in every state. That's why you have to take what I'm telling you and then take it. Well, I heard Jay say this. Well, Jay said this. Well, Jay said that. Now, see how much of it applies to your state. All right. But right now, all I'm telling you, this is kind of universal right now. I'm telling you how to stay away from the IRS. Like, pay your taxes, and if you get into a little trouble, I'm telling you how to navigate that. You see what I'm saying? What I'm telling you is universal. What I'm telling you, what I just got done telling you is going to apply no matter what state you're in. Now, if you're in another country, that's a different story. But as long as you're in the United States, what I just told you how to navigate that situation, that's for everybody on here. I didn't say you live in Arizona, so you only pay this much percentage. I ain't getting to all that. A CPA, you can just go on taxcalculator.com and figure that out.
Yeah, that's what I use.
All right, I don't pay state taxes here in Texas, but guess what? They show charge you for everything else around this boy. Man. I remember I went on a highway from Fort Worth all the way to Carlton area, and I must have went through 10 tolls.
And Carlton is north of Dallas, maybe 15 minutes.
So I must have went through, I want to say 12 tolls. Like, why am I, like, they running it up. You ain't paying taxes, but if you got to go through them tolls, bro, they gonna hit you.
$3 a camera.
I remember seeing it $7.
Bro.
$7 a camera.
And don't forget about round trip. So you 20 total.
And then you got to go back home. So you're gonna get hit again.
5 times 20. That's $100 a day. Plus on whatever you get in over there, bro.
And the taxes on everything around here.
Yeah,
it's higher. Like whenever. So for example, when I buy something online and I put that my address was in Michigan, the taxes is off. But as soon as I change it to Texas, boom, it's like an extra $7 of taxes, $6.80 on something that I bought just because I live in Texas.
Yeah, our state tax is 8.25%. That's a lot. We're used to 6% back in Michigan. That's a lot.
Marco said, yeah, you getting screwed other ways. Absolutely. And then my son was like, they need to lower the amount of electrolytes here in Texas.
Yeah, bro, it's hot and it's very dry.
Bro.
It'd be like 108.
Then you got to do it in Las Vegas. But he was just saying every state can do their own thing. Yeah. But they was like, here in Texas, like, why don't they just lower the cost on anything electrolytes?
They lowered the price of gas. Why can't they do that to electrolytes?
Bro, for real, bro. Because I literally had a heat stroke here. Mm-hmm. Literally had a heat stroke. Almost went to see the Lord Jesus Christ. And man, it's just whew, it is hot, and you out here golfing and stuff, you gonna feel it. but they ain't about to do that. I lived in Vegas up to 114 to 120 degrees. It's crazy. Man, imagine golfing in that. It's dry, but they don't even golf like that out there. Las Vegas real golf season be like the spring. Like before it get all like 110. Las Vegas, like they golf scene, they rates be lower during this time because it's too hot. They trying to get people to come out, so they lower their rates in the summertime. The golf rates.
Man, that's the thing about the desert. It gets so cold and then it gets so hot. I was down there in March. It was like 60.
Yeah, it was kind of it warmed up later on though. It was good.
Yeah, it was like maybe 77.
Yeah. I shoot pool and drink beer indoors. we been shooting pool. Yeah. We need to. Hey, we do live. We need to go to the pool house and shoot some pool. We can go to the golf house and do that.
Yeah, they got a little conference room so you can demonstrate some chart stuff too.
Cause it'll be good because it ain't all that music.
No, it's not.
And all the people, like, we don't like to be around all that smoke. We don't like to be all that around all that nicotine, smoking weed, all that stuff. So we'll end up going to the little personal pool house where it's quiet, and we can go and do a match. That'd be dope. Let's do a match.
Like a pool hall or something.
And look, let me get good at it. I challenge anybody to pull up and see me in pool. Pull up if you in Texas. I'll whoop on you. I live in Cali. Texas is bad, and it's in the hundreds for days at a time.
Yeah, same here. It's like
what part of Cali? Because I be looking at San Diego. That'd be like 70, 80 degrees. San Diego seems perfect.
I feel like if you're on the coastline, it's always going to be colder. You got that breeze.
So what part of California are you in? South Central LA?
That's like more of Vegas.
Oh, okay. So it's hotter over there?
Yeah.
TBE said I live in Cali, Texas. Texas. Oh, that's what he said that. I haven't shot pool in a while. Look, I'm about to start getting in pool. I used to play pool when I was younger, but I never knew how to break. So I finally learned how to break. I used to break all week. Just be weak. It don't do nothing. Now I know how to break. I'm pow! Smack them boys. A ball definitely going in after I break. Mm-hmm. Or it's coming close to it.
Hey, Mike Trades. You should use an LLC for a little bit up until you get that S corp. I don't know too much about it. What's your thoughts, Dad?
About what?
Mike Trades said, Jay, you said you should use LLC for trading. I'm confused what you mean, brother. So should you use an LLC for trading? Okay, so should I use an LLC for trading? Yeah, I would say yeah. So what you want to do is you want to create your LLC. It could just be, what's his name? Mike Trades? Yeah, Mike Trades.
So you could do Mike M Trades LLC. You can go create that LLC. You could go create Mike Trades LLC. You could do MT Trades, LLC, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't really matter.
And then Marco just put in chat again. Thank you for that, Marco. S corp is when you're at 100,000.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah,
he believes.
Okay, cool. So you want to going to create that LLC, and then what happens is when you got that LLC and all that paperwork, and you file with the state. You got to remember, you got to file with the state. All right, with the state that you're in, you got to file with the IRS. You got to have both of them filed. The LLC got to be both filed in both places. And then don't forget to get your DUNS number. So go on YouTube and look up how to get your DUNS number. All right, you got to have all of that. All right, then you got to open up that bank account. And when you open up a bank account, don't open it up as... See, here's another tip. I'm about to go into another tip. Don't open up your bank account as your name. Don't give them your social security number. You need to make sure, even if they probably do want it, but don't have that on the bank account. That bank, you need to tell them, this is not a sole proprietorship. This is separate from me. I need to open up a business bank account, and you need to be clear, because believe it or not, some of these bank people don't be knowing what they be doing all the way. I be sitting there trying to get my paperwork done, and they keep calling for help. They keep calling for the other managers from other branches. I'm like, what? You don't know what you're doing? Anyways, make sure that it is separated. You got to have an EIN number with your LLC. They're going to give it to you. You need to make sure that is on the account. When you have to call and check in on this business bank account, they need to be able to switch you to the business department. That means it's separated from you. All right. One of the reasons why this is important, because if you ever get in trouble with the IRS and they start having to garnish, shield, or levy your bank accounts because you messed up with your taxes, they will take all your money, but they will not touch your business bank account if it is truly separated. How do I know that? How do I know that? Well, I'm glad you asked, because that happened to me. All right? That happened to me. I got in trouble with the IRS, didn't pay my taxes and all of that stuff, running from them. All right? That's another topic, running from them. All right? But we ain't going to talk about it right now. So basically, they levied my account. Thank God I was able to pay my rent. This is when I first moved to Texas. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm renting. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, thank God I was able to pay it, because the next day I had zero in my account because the IRS levied my bank account. And guess what? All of a sudden, the day after they take my money out of my account, I get a letter in the mail talking about the IRS is going to levy my account. The letter comes in a day later after they actually take my money. I had just made a withdrawal to my personal bank account. Let me see, what do I want to say? Rule number 1, wrong, or however you want to say it. That step was wrong. That step was wrong because I withdrew the trading money to my personal account from Coinbase. It came to my personal account.
Oh, so that got hit.
So they because they took my personal. My business was not structured properly.
Oh, okay.
The trading was in my name. The trading was in my name. You feel me?
Not the LLC.
And not the LLC. Not truly. It was a sole proprietorship. That's why I'm able to speak on this. It was a sole proprietorship. But thank God I did something right. The one thing that I did right was when I went to the bank, I had the bank tellers create me a business bank account that was truly separated from me as a person.
Mm-hmm.
So I did put over some money from the trading account to my business bank account. And I was like, why didn't they take the money out the business account? Oh, that's your business account. They don't have access to that. They don't even know how much money is in here.
And that's why you need a tax lawyer.
So my bank my bank shut them down from getting into my business bank account. They wiped out my savings accounts. They wiped out my checkings accounts. They wiped out everything bone dry. But the only thing that had money in there, thank God I set some money aside, was my business account. So I said, oh, I see. Okay. So from now on, I got to start withdrawing from Coinbase to my business bank account. And that's what I started doing while I was trying to find a tax lawyer. Because if I put any money into my personal accounts again, they just wipe it out again. They just wipe it out again. They just keep wiping me out until they get all their money back. So I'm like, hold on, pump the brakes. I'm going to start putting this money into my business account. So until I figure out with the tax lawyer how the negotiations have to take place on this personal accounts and on my personal life. You know what I'm saying? Like just my personal. So that's how you navigate that. So that is why it is very important to have that business bank account. So create that LLC, have that business bank account, and then when you start trying to get the broker's accounts, you're just using your business. You feel me? That's what you got to do. When you open up Coinbase, create that account as your business. Don't they ask you, is this personal or business? Mm-hmm. Remember, you even got a Coinbase account.
Yeah, they asked.
They asked, was this personal or business? Yeah. Correct?
Yeah.
And at the time, you said personal. Right? Didn't you say personal?
For now, yeah.
For now. But you're going to change that.
Yeah.
Soon as we get your paperwork right. Because I'm not going to let you make the same mistakes that I made, son. I'm not going to do that. So we going to make sure that he's operating at a high level right away. So right now, he's just doing personal until he gets paperwork right. All right. So anything in here that I need to comment on?
Not really. They're just making comments on what you said. Like Marco said, great tips, man. Dunn and Bradstreet account.
Yep, the Duns and Bradstreet account. He know Marco know exactly what I'm talking about. Marco know exactly what I'm talking about. You got to get that number. That number is important down the way. You trying to get loans and different things like that. You ain't going to use it every day as much as your EIN. Like the bank is not going to, or different people is not going to ask you what's your DUNS number. But when you trying to get big loans and different things or trying to make little moves, like you going to need that number. So it's good to have it written down somewhere. Most of the time they're going to ask you for your EIN number.
Jason asked, how much do you need to save by withdrawing to LLC versus personal?
Mark, let's see. Oh, Jason J, how much do you? That's not gonna make no difference. That's not gonna make no difference. How much are you gonna save? The fees on Coinbase is gonna be the same. Now, if you got a different account with Coinbase, like they got a tier 1 account, or they got a Coinbase 1 account. But you got to pay money for it, but then you get perks. You get little perks. But I have a regular Coinbase account. If you want those perks, then you have to upgrade your Coinbase account. Coinbase Pro, Coinbase something. Because they got 2 different versions of Coinbase. So if you want little perks like that and saving on fees and all that, I guess go to the higher tier. But I got a basic Coinbase account. But the money you're going to be saving and all of this stuff is going to be, the benefits are going to come from structuring it as a LLC. Now, where you're going to save at, so Marco said he's asking, meaning savings on taxes. You're going to save a lot when it comes to the tax part, being an LLC. Yeah, because I was thinking he was talking about the other way. Like far as like a personal account versus a business account through Coinbase. But he's talking about overall with taxes, how much you're going to save. You're going to have so many deductions, it's going to be crazy. Look, because we structured my account to a S corp and get it off of me as a sole proprietor and all of that, like I said, let me show you. I went from $14,000 to $4,000. Those are the type of tax breaks. You're going to get all type of stuff if you got a good CPA. It's going to be huge. I'm talking huge. Get your paperwork right.
Jason, I'm at. Let me see. No. TBE Tickle. I think that's how you pronounce it. You just walk in and pay your taxes. You gotta pay online. Give them the count numbers and all that.
I mean, they got IRS offices, and you can go up there and talk about, hey, I got to do this, do that. They might tell you to go online and do it still.
Yeah, but
they'll say log in, create your account, log in. Like, what you want to go in there and just drop them a check? I don't even want to see them folks. Leave me alone.
It's best to go online. It's simple, easy, right in the seat.
So Jason J, you're gonna open up an LLC, and then you can change it over to an S corp. Or I guess if you already understand that, don't just do that on your own. Like, you gotta go in order. You can hurt yourself by doing this stuff out of order. All right, so don't just go on there talking about, oh, I'm finna just do an S corp because I heard what Jay said. Like somebody said up above, like you got to be making a certain amount of money and having a certain. If you got an employee, you know what I'm saying. You might have to have an employee in your state, in your business to go S corp. Like you got to have a CPA with you. Like you got to go talk to a CPA, and this stuff costs money. You might got to spend $300 on a CPA to tell you how to do it right. Do it, bro, or you're gonna mess yourself up like I did. So the easiest thing to do is just go ahead and open up an LLC. Go hunt for a really good CPA, and then be like, should I stay at an LLC for a year and next year go S corp, or would it help me go S corp right away? So you can make the CPA will make the modification for you, and turn your business into an S corp, and then you start getting those benefits right away. But that's only if you not qualified, but like if that applies to your business at the time. You know what I'm saying? You might got to make some more money. You got to make some more moves in your business for the S corp to make sense. Because I do remember my CPA telling me that it does not make a sense to go S corp right now.
Mm-hmm. Mike Trace, I mean, you should open a LLC right away for $1,000 account. Yeah. I feel like. Because later on, you probably wouldn't have the time to do that.
And see, bro, we're gonna have to say this for part 2. Part 2 is gonna be talking about quarterly payments. See, I even know about that. I got a little something about making quarterly and monthly payments to the IRS with your taxes when you at a business level, or when you in trouble with them. So we're gonna talk about that next time.
Hold
on J Take Profits. So TBE said, I just paid them. I don't really want to get into all the technical stuff. I just want to pay them and walk out like paying a bill. You can try to do that. You can try to do that. I've never done it. I've walked into a IRS office when I was living in Grand Rapids. I walked into an office. I got some information because they would not answer the phone. So I'm like, man, let me pull up on these cats. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show ninjas. You know what I'm saying? So I popped out and I went to the office and they basically helped me out and told me what I needed to know and all of this stuff. I didn't go try to pay nothing, so I don't know. William said, I miss GR. GR is a great family town. A great family town. They always got something downtown to do with the family, the art shows. I used to rap and perform in the art festival downtown when they block it all off and they had the different stages. I made it to the big stage one year because usually I be on the studio stage, the side stage, but I made it to the big stage. It was dope.
Man, bro.
It was some good time. I used to rap all over the place, man.
Yeah.
Art prize, yep. Bro, I remember they had a alligator. Like they built a lake and had an alligator coming through. No. On the Grand Rapids, the GR River, they built the art piece on the river and had like the Loch Ness monster coming out of the river. And they built that, went into the river and built the Loch Ness monster coming out one day. I don't even think did they win? They won like first, second, or third, but I don't even think they won first place.
Bro, honestly, that much time.
Bro, they be going crazy with those art pieces. And they just be posted up downtown. You gotta walk around and vote and see which one you like and stuff like that. But they be going crazy. Alright, alright, so I wanted to just keep this one light though. I showed y'all what's up with gold and all of that, and I showed y'all what's up with GU. Did I show them on GU too earlier? So I showed y'all what's up with GU. Just rewind the live stream back if you need to remember what I talked about. But great talk on the tax stuff. So we're gonna pick this up. I'm gonna grab some more pieces of information for you and try to just kind of write it down so I don't forget. And then on Thursday, we're going to pick this tax talk up. So share the live, y'all. Share it. Let them know, hey, Jay talking taxes, and y'all can benefit from this. Please share it. I want to get to 200,000 subscribers minimum. Like, that's short-term goal. We can get there, team, if we do this together. I need y'all help, though. All right? Hey, I love y'all. Comment below. I'm going to read these comments later on. So if you got any questions that you want me to go and gather up until Thursday, comment below. I will read them all. All right? Hey, don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And let's make this money, baby. Peace.
Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills.